I decided to study the documentary Newtown. Newtown was directed by Kim A. Snyder and released in 2016. This documentary was created about 2 years after the Sandy Hook shooting and includes multiple people affected by the mass murder. This film starts out by playing the recording of a 911 phone call made that day and then leads into multiple interviews of parents, students, and staff that have been traumatized from the school shooting and the strength that they continue to show after the massacre. Generally, this documentary focuses on the devastation the shooting brought to the community and then uses emotional appeal to make the audience want to do something to prevent guns from being in schools. I feel this documentary was created to show the audience that school shootings do happen and to open the eyes of multiple people that there needs to be change. We can't sit around and hope it doesn't happen. We can't sit around and hope it doesn't happen to us or the people we love. We all need to come together and come up with a solution to ensure safety of students attending school. There were several themes the audience could have taken from this film, but I plan on focusing and researching one specific research question, which was my essential question. This being if school boards started adding metal detectors, banning backpacks, improving school security, and took students' social media posts more seriously, would the rate of school shootings decrease? This question will fit in the context of our community because about 3 weeks ago, a student carried a gun into the middle school and could have performed the same horrible action as Adam Lanza, the Sandy Hook shooter. Luckily, nobody was harmed, but I feel our community/country as a whole needs to do something better in order to prevent guns from being in schools. Gun control needs to be addressed because our community would be devastated if another shooting like this were to happen again. I feel that people must come together and find compromise and kind of put the politics aside. I am very interested in learning more about the shooting or what legislation and school boards are currently debating about right now on what they want to do to make schools safer. Many people will argue that the Second Amendment, mental health, or bad parenting are the reasons for the violence. Others will say we just need better security and safety rules enforced in schools. As I discussed earlier, I plan on focusing on school safety and security. I plan to evaluate the issue as a whole by researching whether or not adding metal detectors, banning backpacks, improving school security, etc. would actually decrease the amount of school shootings. I also plan on attending more of our school board meetings, which I actually went to one a few weeks ago, to gain more information on exactly what their plan is when it comes to school safety. Some of the experts that we can reach out to are Jackson Township police officers, Jackson Township school board members, and principals from the local area. Conveniently, Northeast Ohio has multiple experts that we can reach out to, and our community should feel very blessed knowing that these officials are doing everything in their power to make sure a tragedy doesn't happen in our schools. Some research I found is that U.S. Representative Kay Granger believes adding metal detectors will only raise the level of safety of the students and compares the situation to an airport starting adding metal detectors after 9/11. She quotes, "When we decided to make airports safe from armed terrorists, we installed metal detectors and dramatically increased safety. It's time we did the same thing for our schools." Granger also believes that every high school, middle school, and elementary school should have a police officer on duty the entire day. New Jersey school boards are also starting to tighten up security. Students were required to show their IDs while they were walking into the school building. In addition to that, retired law enforcement officers were placed in the school buildings, which only increased student safety. So far, these New Jersey districts have had no complications with actual harm to the school, and they're stressing that other education buildings do the same. In comparison to this, I attended a Jackson school board meeting, and all the members explained that security is being increased and that metal detectors are being debated currently. Another step school boards are taking is to increase safety is banning backpacks. In most situations, the shooter hides the gun or the weapon they're using in their school bag, and a ban on backpacks could prevent that, obviously. In relation to this topic, Jackson Township Police Department explained the young student that entered the middle school had distractionary devices in his backpack along with the gun located in his pants, and a ban on backpacks obviously could have prevented this. Lastly, I believe that social media posts and threats need to be taken more seriously by administrations and students following that account. It's proven that the majority of school shooters have shown signs of violence on their social media accounts. If a student if students started reporting this disturbing videos or pictures that they see online to administration or police officers, I'm convinced that the mass shootings would decrease. In conclusion, facts show that if school boards started adding metal detectors, banning backpacks, improving school security, and took student social media posts more seriously, the rate of school shootings locally and all around the world would decline. If you have any questions about this documentary or the research I studied or anything I discussed, I would love to answer. Thank you.